So yesterday I saw that Jose Altuve was getting booed at spring training, and it made me think of all of the Astros players that are left from 2017 that are still on the Astros, who is the most likable going into 2021? So here is the poll right here. The thing that you should pay attention to is the fact that no player actually won. Below where I said like if you think none of them are likable, that was a runaway favorite with almost 50% of the votes, even though it wasn't in the poll itself. It's going to be a long year for Astros fans because they're going to get booed relentlessly. What's going on, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap spring training edition. We have a lot of cool things to talk about today. Yadier Molina is messing with runners on first base and then throwing them out. We have Yu Darvish and Charlie Morton pitching for their brand new teams, and then Joey Gallo is on fire yet again. Aaron Judge is calling Gary Sanchez an MVP favorite, and then Jose Altuve, the star of today's video, is getting booed in spring training. And like I said, it's going to be a long year for Astros fans and players. Let's kickstart the video with a web gem from Jose Iglesias, who did this exact same play back in 2013. So I'm going to roll the 2013 clip first because this is where he kind of trademarked it, and then 8 years later, he's doing it yet again. It's really crazy how fast time flies because I remember seeing this as the #1 play on ESPN's Top 10, and the fact that that was 8 years ago, that freaks me out. I do not like how fast time is moving. It needs to slow down. So let me know in the comment section down below, which play do you think was better, the 2013 web gem or the 2021 Jose Iglesias web gem? We're going to move on over to Yu Darvish. For the first time in a Padres uniform, he is making his debut. He had 4 strikeouts in 2 innings. I am feeling very comfortable about my pick. I chose him to win the 2021 Cy Young Award, and a lot of people clowned on me because they're saying that he can't do that for a full 200 innings. Now, you might have a point, but I'm sticking with it. Next up, we have Charlie Morton shoving it for the Atlanta Braves. 0 earned runs, 3 strikeouts in 3 innings. Now, again, I've said this in the last couple videos. Take all of these starts with a grain of salt. They're really just working on command. They are trying to throw to the glove, and if they get hit around a little bit, they don't really care. But for the most part, Yu Darvish, Charlie Morton, Corey Kluber, they're all looking really good for their new clubs. Speaking of looking really good, Joey Gallo, my friend, is on fire with his 4th home run of spring training. He's also leading the entire league in RBIs. Now, again, it's spring training. Take it with a grain of salt, but this is great for baseball. Joey Gallo being one of the better hitters in the American League, again, great for baseball. And same with Austin Meadows, who had a down 2020, but he's up to 3 home runs already after being one of the more disappointing players from a season ago. I'm hoping for bounce-back seasons from Gallo, Austin Meadows, and then our third player, Ketel Marte, who is leading everyone in doubles and collective base hits. If these 3 guys show up and they perform like MVP candidates like we've seen from the past, baseball is going to be in great hands because the young guys are performing at an elite level. Soto, Acuna, Fernando Tatis, but then the middle of the road guys with Joey Gallo and Austin Meadows and Ketel Marte, if they can pick it up, dude, I'm so excited for this year. You know who else is excited for 2021? Gary Sanchez and his teammate Aaron Judge. It's a brand new year. They can kind of close the chapter that was 2020 and completely forget about it because Judge, he was injured, and I know what happened in right field where he hit his old head. Oh, God, I can't believe that actually happened. But Gary Sanchez is kind of riding the ship so far in 2021. His swing seems to be a little bit quicker through the zone. He lost some weight, and I truly believe he is going to have a bounce-back year. However, I don't necessarily... MVP? Let's just listen to what Aaron Judge had to say because it's kind of a stretch, in my opinion.
Gary's, like I said earlier, Gary's going to have a special year this year. You know, just the changes I've seen him make, the improvements on both sides of the baseball. And, you know, Gary's a guy that can go out there and win AL MVP. You know, he's that dynamic and he's that important of a player to this team. You know, he's a guy that, you know, I wouldn't want to run against him on, you know, if I was on the base path. And improvements, those changes has been huge. And we have him, you know, if he's hitting 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, wherever he's hitting in the lineup, man, he's going to make a difference for us and be a huge part of our team.
So there you go. Aaron Judge says that Gary Sanchez is going to be an MVP caliber player and have a special year. I hope it happens because, again, when Joey Gallo and Austin Meadows and Gary Sanchez are firing on all cylinders, it's way better than them slumping because they're some of the most powerful players in all of the game. Now, staying with the Yankees, Brett Gardner hit a grand slam yesterday, and Jordan Montgomery continues to shine. He goes 3 innings with 0 earned runs. So a lot of people are discounting that Yankees rotation because Severino is still relatively, injury prone, and Corey Kluber, we don't know if he's going to be Corey Kluber, but Jordan Montgomery, he can be a very solid 3 or 4 starter. Do not discount him. He's really good. All right. The moment that we've all been waiting for, Jose Altuve was booed yesterday.
3 batting championships under his belt, as he hears it from the sparse crowd at Roger Dean Stadium. Get used to it.
Dan, we were robbed of a lot of things last year, but that is high up on the list still of booing the Astros.
I would say those boos were relatively tame and didn't seem like there was a whole lot of vindictiveness. It was kind of just, hey, we didn't get to do this last year. We're just going to go ahead and throw out some boos and have a good time drinking our beers and eating hot dogs. I miss spring training baseball so much. So if you guys want to see some spring training vlogs and the return of them, please let me know, because the whole traveling situation, again, freaks me out. But Tyler O'Neill was kind of the star of yesterday's game. He goes yard as the Cardinals get a W. O'Neill can be a special player if he can make contact on a consistent basis, because he's an elite defender. He's in the top 95% in sprint speed, and he has unreal power. I mean, his dad, I think he won bodybuilding competitions back in the day, and it really passed off in the gene pool, because Tyler O'Neill, he looks like the Hulk. I just realized I haven't talked about Yadier Molina, who still has it at almost 40 years old. So he backpicks, the guy says, nah, you're not gonna get me. Well, Molina says, I bet, go then. Yeah, that was pretty easy. And then he does a little stare down, little John Boy breakdown for you. I'm not entirely sure what is happening in Jeremy Jeffress' life, but he says that it's been ruined by his former agent after he was just released by the Nationals. This really doesn't make any sense, because in 2020, he had a sub-3 ERA and 8 saves for the Chicago Cubs. He was one of the more underrated relief pitchers in the National League, and all of a sudden, he gets a brand new opportunity for the Nationals. He's only been there for 2, maybe 3 weeks, and then he gets released. I don't know the full backstory, but Jeremy Jeffress himself, after being released, said his life is ruined. So hopefully his camp can figure things out and really get it all back together, because I'm worried about him. I'm hoping that nothing bad happened. He's good for the game. I like him on the Nationals. He was a very solid pickup, but now he's gone. 4 players I want to talk about real quick, because I think they're going to be really good going into 2021. Anthony Rizzo and Wilson Contreras, they hit bombs yesterday. I have a bet with another former player that Anthony Rizzo is going to be better than Luke Voit in 2021. Let's hope that happens, because I got some money on the line. Heliot Ramos of the San Francisco Giants is one of the best prospects in all of baseball. He looked great yesterday by hitting a dinger. And then last but not least, Willie Castro of the Detroit Tigers. He is now up to 6 RBIs and a .417 batting average under AJ Hinch. He was great a season ago in the very limited action, but there's something about AJ Hinch. Yes, he was part of the 2017 cheating scandal, but he is a fantastic manager. I don't care what you say. The reason why the Astros were so good for so long, yes, some trash cans were involved, but in 2018 and 2019, I mean, they made the World Series, and then just a season ago, they almost did it again. I believe at their core, they were a great team without the cheating, and AJ Hinch was a big part of that. And to me, with Casey Mize and Spencer Torkelson and Willie Castro, and also, what's his name, Turkball? I can't remember his name. I'll go ahead and throw it up on the screen right now, but AJ Hinch to the Tigers, a very sneaky addition to a pretty good developing team. They're going to be good in the next few years. To end today's video, I want to talk about a college stud. Vanderbilt starting pitcher Jack Leiter dominates again. I don't know who is going to be the #1 overall pick between him and his teammate Kumar Rocker. Jack Leiter's delivery is so pristine and so perfect. I could watch it all day long. Completely dominant. And that does it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I had a ton of fun recording. I don't know what it is. Maybe I just woke up in a good mood, or I just looked outside. The weather is fantastic. Baseball is back, and I can't wait for the actual in-season recaps to start up again. It's going to be a blast. Stick around, hit that subscribe button, stay safe out there. Peace out.